happy Valentine's Day, or we don't know when this is going to air, but something like this. This is Funkmaster V, and
Merry Christmas.
Hey,
Big Luke Walker.
Happy Chaka Khan there, you Jewish. So we're going to talk about the Great American Wrestling, and this is episode 6. And hey, we'll talk about that. That was ridiculous when you won that. So anyway, last month we showed you that Great American Wrestling was in peril. It was a plane crashing into the mountain, and
But it had nothing except for a TV slot. Now, every wrestling promotion in the world has everything but a TV slot. This had nothing but a TV slot.
I see what you mean. Yeah, and again, when we kind of critique Great American Wrestling, we're not talking about the boys. Most of the workers that were on the show at this point were pretty good. So, and we had no real complaints with many of them. Again, you'll hear on this episode, I talked a little bit in the last episode about the editing being terrible. The freaking sound system, everything was overmodulated, and the sound was so bad that I actually superimposed my own commentary over the main event because you couldn't hear what's the guy's name? The commentator was
Shea Walker.
Yeah, Shea Walker and Mark Green. You couldn't hear those guys, so I had to overdub myself, so there was some sort of comprehensive commentary, and I think that's where me and you started getting the heat. Is I think people started to think that me and you were trying to just be on every segment.
Yeah, well,
we couldn't get help from anybody.
They thought we were trying to take over the show when all we were doing is nobody would help us. Nobody would cut promos. Nobody would do intros except for Christian Lotus, who was the king. So they were like almost like purposely sabotaging us. I mean, one guy from from the School of Morton. Well, I asked him. I said, "Kid, you're really good. Can you cut a promo?" He goes, "Ricky told us not to cut promos." And we're like, all right. But that also leads into, like, I know I'm sitting here with the Great American.
What is it?
The Great American Wrestling Heavyweight Championship belt. I was the last champion, but we were to the point when we started this, and we told Troy, the owner, when we told him that we were going to take over this, that we're going to do this, we said, we don't want belts. We don't want titles. We are here to get the show over. We are here to get other people over and get local wrestling over. And it became quickly apparent that there was, like, as soon as we said that positively, things started working against us.
Look at the spots that we had. I mean, I had a talk show where everybody that got on the talk show bitched me out.
Yeah.
And then you were like a circus performer in a way. You were a shill.
All I said what I needed to do is I need to Andre the Giant it. I need to Undertaker it. I need to be I don't need to be a main event guy. I'm 6'8", 300 pounds, trained in a pro wrestling academy in Chicago. I don't need to be a main event guy, even though I'm a foot taller than everybody we put in the main event. I don't need to be that guy. We need to find me a gimmick so I could be stupid. And what we did, as you'll see in this, is the debut of, well, first of all, it's the debut of the really cool show intro that Troy put together. I mean, that thing was awesome. You put that together? That thing is awesome. Oh, yeah, and that's got Stansbury's kid in it, right?
Yeah, it's got Monroe Fate's kid, Aiden, who's a wrestler now. Who's an actual state.
But my gimmick was to keep me out of hunting for titles, and, I was poor, living in a trailer, which was hilarious that they superimposed a picture of me in front of a trailer, which they got a stock picture of a trailer, which actually was the exact same model of trailer that I lived in at the time. And so what I was doing is I wasn't wrestling for the promotion so much as I was wrestling for paid advertisers. And this one was Raven Records, who actually... they did actually literally throw advertising money at us, but they also gave me a bunch of gimmicks, comic books I could hang out to the, things like that to hang out to the audience. And so we had some ideas that with real sponsors, we had some goofy sponsors, which you'll see in later episodes, my favorite being Rex-like suppositories. So I think I had a lot of fun with the gimmick, and people didn't fully understand what I was doing, even though I cut a promo and explained it every damn time. But this also has one of our favorite female wrestlers in the world, our favorite wrestlers, Sheena, is in this, Roxy. We ended up putting her in JHCAM, our movie. She's got a featured part. Camp Smokey, she's the final boss.
Final boss.
Yeah, I mean, Sheena is a force of nature, and she has a really good match in this. I think was it King Shane wrestles somebody or Garza.
Yeah, Antonio Garza's an interesting character too, because he was I always loved this too. I thought this was great for television. He could barely speak English, so he spoke mainly in Spanish. I don't know where he came from. There was a lot of people from all over, and again, we didn't book these guys, these cats per se, but we just tried to deal with what we could. And Antonio and Shane puts on a real good clinic, and this is when Shane was trying to legalize his pile driver, and I thought that was a really good gimmick too.
Well, then it's also got the this episode is going to debut the Soviet Studs, Soviet Stud ended up being a good still is a friend of ours, and we didn't know him, we didn't book him, but Troy was sold on him, and he booked him, and he also booked the guy he wrestled against, which we were kind of hoping that Soviet Stud would have beat on him a little bit more than he did, because this guy is a complete scrotum. And any local wrestler, you could probably do it. We'll tell you, they all, if they've been in the business over 15 years, they have a Keith Michaels story. So,
all right,
we're not supposed to bury anybody.
I'll probably edit that part out. But anyway, enjoy this episode. There was a lot of good talent and a lot of bad. Hold on a second, I'll say that again. All right, guys, enjoy this episode of Great American Wrestling. There was a lot of good wrestlers, there was a lot of good wrestling, and some really bad AV work.
Word to your mommies.
Welcome, wrestling fans, to another action-packed edition of Great American Wrestling. Our main event features the King, Shane Williams, as he takes on a feisty new competitor from south of the border, Antonio Garza. Also, we'll see the Soviet Stud face a reluctant Keith Michaels. Nina Monet will be a guest on the Mothership with Funkmaster V, and Big Luke will be in action. Now, let's hit the ring for an Angels Division match, where I'm joined on commentary by the Death Row inmates.
Wrestling fans, do not miss out on the opportunity to take part in a live television taping of Great American Wrestling on November 6th, located at the Fountainhead College of Technology at 3203 Tazewell Pike in Fountain City. The doors open at 7. The action starts at 8 p.m. Be there.
No, sir. All right, looks like Jagger Sterling has got your girl prepared. What can you tell us about her? What kind of training regimen has she been going through up there at Brushy Valley?
What kind of training regimen? Are you looking at that? You know what I do?
Well, no.
I make her chew chain link fence for breakfast.
That doesn't sound very appetizing.
Tie and iron.
Fantasy making her debut right here on Great American Wrestling.
See that power? You see that hair pull? Tie and iron.
All right.
Would you like to get some of that?
No, I don't want my hair pulled. No, thank you, sir. Is Jagger Sterling on his phone over there?
He is an important man.
I'm sure he is an important
He has
man.
stuff to do.
Here, let me reach in your pocket.
No. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Answer the phone.
It's ringing.
Answer it.
Hello? Hello?
Mark,
Fans, I apologize for this.
Did you just call Jagger Sterling while we're in the middle of a match?
He called me!
Another member.
He called me! You called me! Will you stop?
Hey,
My goodness! Sorry.
so how do you think Roxy looks right now?
I think that she looks very nice out
You
there.
looking at my Roxy? Look at me.
Very nice. That's the best you can come up with. I thought you went to broadcast school journalism.
I did. And we know we're taught to be impartial with Bobby from broadcast school journalism. Oh, great play by fantasy there. Oh my goodness! Looks like she should have spent some time learning how to work instead of chain link fence there, Jason Max.
How about that? Bit a man's face so hard that when he screamed, like his mouth was in your mouth. Would you like to?
No, I would not. Let's get back to this great action. Roxy over there getting pumped up by your main man, Jagger Sterling.
What you're seeing going on right now is classic cat and mouse. Classic.
Which one's the cat and which one's the mouse?
Do you not see that orange and black tiger in there? There's your answer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, look at Roxy and tell me what you see.
I see an
I
orange.
told you to stop looking at Roxy. Look at me.
Close fist, you guys were using close fist and cheap shots. Roxy, I saw her last week grab Austin Knight's leg and drag him off the apron in your match.
Did you really see that?
No, sir.
Look at this. It's over right now.
2. I didn't miss it all. Looks like Fantasy kicked out on 2
You
there.
would stop talking unless you're going to talk to me.
Should I talk to?
See, look, I told you, cat and mouse right there.
And it looks like Roxy is throwing Fantasy off the ropes there. What's she going for? Oh my goodness! Boy, that was a real slick leg drop there, huh? What do you think about that, Brad?
Speaking of slick,
No, not the hair again! Not the hair again! Oh, come on! Will you stop?
that is my own personal salon style.
I'd like to never go to that salon again, sir.
Call my salon bad.
No, sir. No, sir.
You ever been to prison?
No, sir, and I don't plan on doing that.
Ask Jason what he went to prison for.
You need to watch this and you need to call this. Look at
I'm trying to, but you guys are just coming at me from both sides. And okay, take down
that.
1, 2. Just a 2 count there from referee Flanagan says it's just a 2. Roxy gets back on the offensive.
Referee Flanagan, why are you checking out the referee? Watch the match.
I'm trying to watch the match, but you guys won't let me watch the match. Now he's getting on to me. I'm trying to do my job. Will you stop? I couldn't tell because I got this idiot yelling at me. No, sir, I'm not.
Raising your voice at
I was raising my voice to be heard over the roar of the fans who love Roxy here at Great American Wrestling on Foxville 43. Roxy got her in the corner. Looks like Fantasy might be done. Looks like she might be down. Roxy's just too powerful for her. That's it. 2.
What are you doing after the match?
I'm gonna call the other matches. I'm booked. I'm booked up. Gotta call these other matches. Can't get out of it.
What are you doing?
On your wife.
So, what are you doing after the match?
I'm gonna call the matches.
I think that was another limp hold. I think she grabbed her by the
There's Roxy with the don't squeeze. It's a yes. There's some power there. It's a bear hug. You feeling it? I'm feeling the power. She's feeling it. Oh my goodness. There's a. What happened? Hey,
See, you made me use the spray. We were both.
Brad, Roxy just called on her. She said she needs you to go check. She needs you over there right now.
Finally, that ref makes a good count.
Finally, that's right. Yeah. He's been doing an awful job, Mr. Max, an awful job.
It's about time, Martin. It's about time to start seeing where things are.
You know, I'll say whatever I have to say to keep Brad Cash away from me. This is illegal. What a move from the top. 1, 2, Roxy with the kick out there. You know, I gotta be honest, Jason Max, I thought she had her right there. I mean, I thought Roxy was gonna turn that into So Roxy in control of the match again, as she has been the whole time. Taking her up. She's not pulling her hair. She's just helping her up by the follicles. It's not a big deal.
Glad you see things all right.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I'm too scared to see.
See this?
See, that's not a rear naked choke. It is. She's trying to help her with her back. Absolutely. She's been putting a lot of pain on that back. So she's trying to help her out. Do the womanly thing.
Speaking of pain, I
compassionate
wish you
thing.
did your job better.
I wish you all would let me do my job better.
What?
I mean, I wish I did my job better too. She's going for a figure 4 here. What's she got here?
You probably never get
Oh my goodness.
That is how you take care of your family.
Absolutely.
You see that? She is such a control that Jagger Sterling is feeding her grapes.
He's feeding her grapes. And he's grabbing her arms.
He's feeding her grapes.
Feeding her.
She's stretching her.
Feeding. Yeah, that's what, like you said.
You know what, after this match, why don't you feed me grapes?
I'd love to, but it turns out grapes aren't in season. There's no grapes at the store.
Then we'll get raisins.
Raisins are also out of season. Roxy picking her up here.
See this power?
I do see this power. Roxy is a powerful. Oh my goodness. That's got to be it, Jason Max.
No more,
What a great move.
no more implants, right?
Implant buster. 2.
I take everything
This-
good I said about the ref's back.
This fantasy, this young woman, she's got quite the fighting spirit. I said she doesn't know what's good for her and doesn't know to stay down. That's what I said.
The only fighting spirit she needs to have is when she's in the kitchen cracking open a jar to make me a sandwich. That's her.
Okay, fantasy with the leg drop there. She's got the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh! 2!
I told you this referee is a cheater.
2 and 9/10. He says 2. I said that's 2 and 9/10, Jason Max. She barely got that shoulder
Very
line.
close.
That's the fastest one I've ever seen in my life.
That ref is so weak you couldn't even hold his arm.
For that section, no, it's 15.
Jagger Sterling says it's time. I don't know if he's talking to you or me. I hope he's talking to you and not me. That guy, you call him the thrill pistol. Call him something else. Oh my goodness.
Did you see that?
She just
Quick
broke.
reverse one to the backbreaker.
She could have broke her back.
That's what she was trying to do.
Oh my goodness. 1, 2. She let her up.
Of course she did. Why wouldn't she?
I thought that
Control.
I thought she'd want to, just kind of maybe guys just kind of in the match, maybe go to the back, go back to brush. Oh, there we go. There's a 3 count. Roxy makes up the win.
I gave her that mean streak. I beat it into her. That's why she is so tough.
I'm not going to lie. I'm terrified at this moment.
You should be.
I am.
You should be. You know what? You know what we do for fun?
I don't even want to know because I'm sure it'll be scary.
I will put on a tiger loincloth, tongue kiss a great white in the mouth while I'm slapping a bear cub's mama.
That sounds incredibly dangerous.
Now, Mark Green, we're going to leave,
Thank you.
but we're going to sit here and we're going to make sure you do your job. You're fired. Thank you. And you make sure that you think Brad Cash is your best friend. because he said that. Add me on MySpace.
Mark Green here with Great American Wrestling, and here he is, Big Luke Raven Records. And look at that hair. Oh my goodness, I knew his hair was growing quick, but not that quick. And let's hear what Big Luke has to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Big Luke. But for tonight, my name is Big Luke Raven Records because I have found a brand new way to fix the hole in my floor, to fix the hole in my ceiling, and to make Daddy some money because I got that car sitting there with a blown head gasket. Now the way I found out how to make some money is advertising. Advertising! This man is the king of advertising. He's in my corner. So what we're gonna do is every time you see me, I'm gonna be fighting for those ads because I'm fighting to get my car started again.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Paul Buchanan, and there are only two things you need to know about me. One, I am a capitalist, and making money is what I do best. Number two, I am a wrestling fan, so I had an innovative paradigm-shifting idea to make money in professional wrestling, and you're looking at the prototype right there, and all I ask is for my modest commission, and Luke is able to fix the hole in his floor where his toilet used to be.
Hup, looks like he lost his hair there. I knew it wasn't his real hair. Seriously, I knew that, folks. Okay, here we go. We've got Big Luke Raven Records this week taking on Joker Murphy. Luke wearing the black singlet, Joker wearing the green face paint. And Big Luke, he's one of the greatest guys we've got here in Great American Wrestling. You know, he's one of the nicest guys you could ever meet. He's a real sweetheart. Don't let his intimidating stature fool you. Don't let it intimidate you. He's a super, super nice guy who's he's just fallen on some hard times. You know, he's got the hole in his roof. You know, he's got some real car issues. He's having a rough time, like a lot of us do. And, you know, he's decided to take on Paul Buchanan here as a manager with his ideas like having a sponsor for each match. This week it happens to be Raven Records and Rarities right here in Knoxville. Be sure to check them out. Big Luke having a dance-off here. That's what's this Great American Wrestling, not Great American Bandstand, right? Ha-ha! Here he goes. There we go. Wow. You know, maybe he should just kind of stick to the wrestling and not give up his day job there. Here we go. Straight to the action. Big Joker up. Boom. Big body slam there. Big Luke turned to the crowd to celebrate. So this week it's Raven Records as Big Luke's sponsor. And this is quite an innovative and paradigm-shifting idea, as he will tell you, that Paul Buchanan has come up with. And he's basically being sponsored each week by a new business, local business, to sort of advertise for them and, you know, get a little bonus on top of that winner's purse that he's always out there trying to get. Oh, and here we go with the dancing again. Oh, Big Luke. He's a character. See, he's having a lot of fun. How can you not like a guy like that? He's out there entertaining the fans, having a good time. Joker Murphy, he doesn't like it. Complaining to our referee, old Flanagan there. The Big Luke is not wrestling him enough. But I don't know if that's something Joker wants, because here comes a big, and another one, man. Right in the back there. Good Lord, that backbreaker has to hurt. What a fall-away slam. Joker rolls all the way out of the ring. Big Luke, Raven Records there. He wants you to know. And come on, Big Luke. You know, maybe you should be giving that hair to Paul Buchanan. It looks like, make him stand out a little more. Big Luke posing for the fans there. Make sure everyone with the benefit of flash photography can get their own photo. What is Joker doing back? He's grabbed him by the hair. Oh, he's got attempts a clothesline. Oh, and there's a huge, huge knockout punch from Big Luke. Poor Joker Murphy. Oh, Big Luke here. Looks like he's going to finish him off. Boom, right onto the hair, ladies and gentlemen. Big Luke pulling him in the center of the ring. It's all academic at this point. Is he Ooh, look at those moves. And a moonwalk, shades of Michael Hayes. Oh my goodness, what an elbow. That's got to be 1, 2, 3, and that's it. Big Luke's your winner. I mean, that's a given. Big Luke, Raven Records, picks up the victory this week. Celebrate here with his new business associate, Paul Buchanan. Be sure to check out Raven Records and Rarities right here in Knoxville.
Raven Records for all of your retro gaming needs. Remember, guys, Raven Records for all of your memorabilia, record needs. They buy your records, and I love you.
Shawn, I guess he's spitting a little game there on Lisa. Talking to her. Oh my goodness, Shawn Streets, come on.
Was that a dollar bill or was that his number?
Maybe he wrote his number on a dollar bill.
I've seen that trick played out before.
Lisa Funk looks intrigued.
Is she blushing?
Maybe. Shawn Street's so calm and cool, confident.
If he was a cartoon character right now, he'd be Pepe Le Pew.
Absolutely. Oh no! Oh my goodness! Here he comes, Josephus. Shawn Streets. I don't know if.
All right.
Lisa, you better get out of there. Josephus is a crazy person.
I'd get out of there if I were you, Lisa.
Oh my goodness! He just threw Shawn Streets across the ring. Josephus. Josephus is absolutely taking to Shawn Streets here. Shawn Streets seemed a little more interested in talking to lovely Lisa than he is in paying attention to this match with Josephus.
Does he always give girls his numbers?
Is that what he was doing?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, it was.
Shawn Streets come out like Pepe Le Pew and gave you his phone number.
Yes, it's kind of appealing.
Okay. Oh my!
Whoa!
maybe Shawn Streets picked the wrong opponent to show up.
Shawn Streets just flew over the top rope like a 747.
Absolutely.
Courtesy of Big Josephus Brody.
He is an absolute terror.
Am I the only one that thinks this, or did Brody come in like he was a little jealous?
He may have.
Surely not.
I couldn't blame him, Mason Dixon. I couldn't blame him if he was.
Oh, he's hurting him. He's hurting him. Oh, he's got too nice of a back. He's got too nice of a face.
Easy, Lisa.
Easy. We're joined by the lovely Lisa Funk here at the commentary table.
This isn't Shawn Street's first rodeo. I've seen this man wrestle plenty of matches.
Oh, good Lord. Oh, my goodness.
Reversal push Brody off into the post.
Shawn Streets, he's a tough brother. They don't call him Shawn Streets because he's from the suburbs.
That's right.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Lisa,
It's good that he's winning. It's good that he's
Lisa Funk, have you taken a liking to Shawn Streets?
What? I try not to mix business and pleasure.
Referee calls for the bell.
Try not to mix
Looks like it's going to be a
business
double
and
count
pleasure.
out.
Ladies and gentlemen, I really don't know what we have unfolding in front of us.
But he surely does have a nice butt, don't he?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So no comment on that. No comment. We're not qualified to make those statements. Oh my goodness.
Wow. Josephus Brody really working over Shawn Streets. And the more he works Shawn Streets over, I think the more upset Lisa Funk is getting.
The only thing Josephus has for him is I love his hair. I love his hair.
Do you think he uses Pantene?
I don't know. Why don't you ask him? Why don't you ask him?
Josephus posing for the crowd. Referee Flanagan telling him the match is done. He's called for the bell, called for that double count out there as both men wouldn't get back in the ring. Josephus.
Definitely making a statement today on Great American Wrestling.
Absolutely. He is a terror. He's got, oh my goodness. Oh.
Okay.
Honey, it's time to ride the funk train as we board the mothership with Funkmaster V. Today's guest, the lovely Nina Monet.
Okay, let me tell you something. I'm about to put that skip in that hip. I'm going to put it in your dip, and you're going to walk back to the mothership, because that's what we're on today. I'm so giddy. I've been talking her ear off all week. I have in here, this is Funkmaster V, Debbie Danger, and I have the lovely, hold my hand. I have the lovely Nina Monet in the hizzy. Now, normally what we do is I have a gong here, and if somebody bores me or disrespects me, you get the gong, gong, gong. But tonight, my dear.
I'm anything but boring.
Oh, I know you are. She's great, isn't she? Clever. Let me just, I'm going to just shoot some questions at her, and I just hope you guys are just enamored with her as I am.
Shoot away, baby doll. Come on.
How deep is the blue in your eyes?
Oh, deeper than the ocean, sweet.
Deeper than the ocean. Good. Did you hear that? Didn't you? Right. Oh my God, where are you from?
Oh man, I'm down sweet Georgia.
Sweet?
Atlanta, Georgia.
She's a Georgia peach. She is a Georgia peach. Isn't that great? I can't believe it. I swear. I'm just going. Can we dim the lights? Can we dim the lights? Go dim the lights. Go dim the lights. Is that okay? Now don't get away mad now. I don't know what happened. Let me tell you something. Oh, Nina, you're so good in the ring too. It just made. I tell you what, this is just crazy. I know we haven't discussed this. Are you gonna dim the lights? I tell you. Tell my wife if she's watching.
You touching me like this?
Well, I've got a couple of kids, but it's nothing we can't handle. But tell my wife, turn the channel. I'm sure Dr. Phil is on. I want to say, of all the wrestlers in all the world, of all the women that I've ever seen, I just want to say, no, don't make that face. Don't make that face. No, I want to ask you, when I get a divorce,
and I get all my child support payment and my alimony, and I get that bankruptcy off my record, I just want to know, will you ride the funk train?
Man!
Oh!
I'm out of this job, turkey.
Turn the camera off! It was a freaking disaster!
This has been the Mothership with Funkmaster V. Tune in next time to see what tasty treats Funkmaster V will have in store for you. Now, more great American wrestling.
No, Keith, listen to me. You can't call in sick. This is pro wrestling. This is not some other job. You can't just call it. Yes, I know you're not sick. Oh, Hulkamania is not a real disease, okay? Look, your match is in 30 minutes. Just get here, okay? Ugh. And here he is, the Soviet stud who was set to take on Keith Michaels. Keith Michaels tried to call in sick with a case of Hulkamania. That's not going to fly here at Great American Wrestling, so Soviet stud is going to go to 2-0 based on a forfeit by Keith Michaels. I'm Mark Green with Great American Wrestling, and I'm talking to our newest star, Antonio Garza. Antonio, you've got a big main event match tonight with the King, Shane Williams. What do you want to say heading into this match?
I know it's a big match. I know Shane Williams from the past. I know him, and whatever we do tonight or whatever we had to say, he's good, he's not, whatever we had to say is going to be in the ring.
Now, Antonio, is there any message you'd like to deliver to all our Spanish-speaking fans here in both Knoxville and around the world?
Claro que sí, con mucho gusto. Para mí es un placer invitarte a ti, amigo hispano, que me estás viendo en tu hogar, en donde estés. Te invito a que la próxima vez vengas a presenciar de lo que es la lucha libre aquí en Knoxville. Te espero. Te invita un servidor, Antonio Garza.
And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the King, Shane Williams, with Queen Taylor right here on Great American Wrestling. I'm Mark Green, and I'll be joined shortly on commentary here by the funkiest man alive, Funkmaster V, and the verbose King. It looks like he's got something to say.
All right, Knoxville, Tennessee, the King's here. It's wrestling time.
And the King, Shane Williams, letting us know it's wrestling time in Tennessee, right here on Great American Wrestling. And here I am, and here he comes, the funkiest man alive, Funkmaster V. How are you doing today, Funky?
Oh, baby, we are just being funky like a monkey. And did you see all the people? Whoa! Did you see all the people bowing at this guy, the King Shane Williams? They know about this guy.
He's nobility. He's the king. They call him the king for a reason.
Well, he is definitely a good wrestler. And speaking of that, here in a couple weeks, I guess next week.
That's right here on October 18th, Menace versus Eric Andrews for the Great American Heavyweight Championship. That's going to be a great one, folks. And here he is, Antonio Garza, from south of the border in Mexico, coming all the way up here to Knoxville to take on the King, Shane Williams. He knows where the great wrestling action's at, and it's right here on Great American Wrestling.
Well, I tell you, people all the time say things like, we have the best wrestling at a promotion here. But, man, at Great American, you've got people from North Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Ohio, Georgia, and now Mexico coming up here because everybody knows.
Don't forget the USSR with the Soviet stud.
Yeah, well, that's Kentucky. That guy's a goofball. But anyway, we're talking about some real guys here.
We're talking about the King, Shane Williams, and Antonio Garza. Now, Funky, I don't know if you know this or not, but these two have met on several occasions all across the Southeast.
Well, how do they fare against each other? Do we know?
For the most part, it's kind of been a 50-50 pretty much down the way. You know, if there were 100 matches, I'd say it's 51-49 in favor of the King.
Oh, wow. So we
lock
got
up here. Both guys just locking up, taking the other one to the corner.
So we got the King as a slight favorite, even though we got Garza rolling up like a ball here.
Well, I mean, we're talking about the King, Shane Williams. We're talking about the King of wrestling. So I would have to give the advantage to the King.
He's the King of wrestling? I thought he was the King of night. He's been promoted.
He has been promoted. He's the King of Great American Wrestling, I'll tell you that. Right now, here we go with a wrist lock.
That's a nice little move there. He's just cranking that in to Antonio, and you're going to see some good wrestling action here. But I guarantee you, Mark Green, I know King. I know he's trying to live. I don't know. He's trying to get on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine, and he's doing these.
Tiger Beat magazine, give me a break. Will you stop?
He's doing these great. I mean, that's some good wrestling right there. And
two evenly matched competiters out
here.
He
is a good wrestler, but I guarantee you, as soon as he gets frustrated with Antonio, and he will, because Antonio's a good wrestler, we're going to see him go probably into some nefarious type attacks and defenses here that, the churchgoers may not approve of, if you catch my drift.
Well, I see something down there at the bottom of our screen there. It says, "Don't drive drunk, ride with the funk." And here's the cover. One.
Funkmaster V's Uptown Cabs of Renown in Sevier County, and Antonio is smiling here. He's having a good time. I don't know.
These guys right here just going hold for hold, doing some great. Oh, just about got him. It looks like the King got out of the way in just enough time. Just grazed him a bit with that.
That would have knocked him out.
I think if he lands that could spell the end of the match.
That could scramble the King's brains. That crown would slide off his head from now on if he gets hit with that knee. He's got to watch out. So, we saw last week with Nina Monet, she was getting her little cute butt beat the entire time by Dementia, the Rose, and then one strike, boom, Dementia goes out. Turn out the lights.
Striker's always got a chance here in Great American.
Striker's chance. So you got to watch out. Even though
Puncher's
this is
chance,
wrestling,
they might say in boxing. Now, Funky, you're quite the fashion aficionado around here with your fur coat and your styling 2 pairs of sunglasses that you wear all the time. What do you think of these guys' outfits here? I'm really enjoying the Mexican flag colors there on Antonio Garza. The King rocking the gold like a king should.
I didn't know I was part of the E Network here, that we're going to do the red carpet review.
1, 2, just a 2 count there.
I'm a little bit more interested in what Shane's old lady's wearing, if you catch my drift. But I do
will you stop?
I do like. She would make an excellent Funkette addition, but
I believe Queen Taylor's just a little too regal to be a Funkette.
I don't know now. Now you're telling lies.
Here we go, and looks like the King trying to roll it through here. These guys, like we were talking about, Funky, they're just going hold for hold here. And now the King's taking him over. That's the way to stop the count right there. Grab the ref. That's something unique you're only going to see here, right here on Great American Wrestling.
I wonder if that's allowed in Mexico. I don't think that's allowed. I do like the King's boots. Those boots are bad with 2 Ds at the end.
B-A-double-D bad.
That's right.
Front chance reapplied there. King slips
great
out.
Wrestling, man. This is catch as catch can.
And if you're a fan of Catch as Catch Can, if you're a fan of powerhouse brawling, then you need to check out Great American Wrestling, because we've got it all. You want some lucha libre? We've brought in Antonio Garza. You want traditional Southern wrestling? We have the King, Shane Williams. You want some great young hot tag teams? We got High Risk Impact. You want some brawling, bruising bullies? We have the Death Row Inmates, all of them right here on Great American Wrestling. No matter what kind of wrestling you like, we've got you covered.
That's true.
If you like funk, we've got the funkiest man on the planet, Funkmaster V.
Oh, look at this. That's an excellent
1, 2
little roll up there. And some say I have some of the most unique moves in wrestling, and I got to tell you, that's a really cool pin. I think I'm going to write that down on my. Let me get my furry pen out here, because even my pen has an ink, and I'm going to write that down and check that out at 8:05 on the clip. Check out that pin attempt by King Shane. That was impressive. I did like that.
Here we go. These guys just switching holds back and forth. Oh, what's the King? No, he better not. He knows the pile driver is illegal. It's been banned by the Tennessee Athletic Commission. The King, he wants to go for it, and I don't blame him.
I think it's pretty cruddy, to be honest. I mean, there's a lot of moves out there that are more dangerous, I think, or as dangerous as the pile driver, and
it's easily the most devastating maneuver in all of professional wrestling.
Well, it can definitely end a career. Anything could end a career. All this stuff can be dangerous. But the pile driver, I don't know. I think it's, it'd be like telling me I can't do the figure four. The figure four has won me a lot of matches, a lot of belts, a lot of fame, a lot of late night loving, and so I mean it's kind of cruddy. But here's some arm drags.
There. No, I understand what you're saying, Funky. It's, the King has petitioned the Tennessee Athletic Commission to reinstate the pile driver. You know how stuff goes with the government.
I'm a big old political aficionado, and I do not like the government, but I did sign, or I will.
His petition.
Yeah, I will sign this petition once it comes out. Oh, here's a little Mexican pin.
There we go. Mahi Star Cradle 1-2. Kick out from Garza there. Looks like he knew the counter, and he's going right back after the King. And the King with a top wrist lock applied there to Antonio Garza. Now the King, he's almost...
Oop.
Nice jump over there. Let's see. Okay, arm drag. Here we go. Oh my goodness, it looks like we might be taking a trip to Arm Drag City.
Yeah, Antonio Garza's returning the favor. King had a couple of those early. A lot of like, hey, this is nice. Catch again, like we said. And,
grabbing a body part and working a hold here.
Yeah,
they're both working on the shoulders of the other man, trying to maybe weaken those shoulders to make a pin attempt easier, because they've gone for multiple pin attempts in this match, and neither one of them can seem to hold the other one down. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more action right here on Great American Wrestling.
All right, we're back, and hey, we're sitting here talking about the King not being able to use a pile driver. Here he's going to use a pretty good move there, a neck breaker. Let's see if he can get the pin
Oh
attempt.
my goodness, what a neck breaker by the King, Shane Williams. Mark Green here with Funkmaster V. 1-2, calling all the action of Great American Wrestling. And we've had quite a technical display out here between the King, Shane Williams, and the newcomer from south of the border, Antonio Garza.
I'm waiting
Funky, you faced the King before. What can you tell us about getting in the ring with a competitor like the King?
Well, you can see he knows a lot of powerful moves. He can do anything in wrestling. He can jump
nice
off
belly
the
to back there.
He can jump off the top rope. He has a million moves. He knows how to cheat. He knows how to win clean. Oh yeah, and that's what I'm waiting for the other.
You wrote the book on that one, didn't you, Funky?
Well, I go through moods. I'm from Baltimore. I grew up on you grow up on the bad side of town, you see a lot of stuff, and like I said, this stuff is all instinctual. Like that right there. That's not a wrestling move. That's get out of the way and slam the guy into the dang
turnbuckles.
Yeah, and if that's out in the street, that's you slam him against the brick wall.
King going for nope, looks like the King might be going for a soup.
Yeah, I've been in this too. This is in the Battle Royal a couple weeks ago for the belt.
Oh, right on his head.
He had me in that, and I wasn't the same after. But here he goes.
Is that what's wrong with you, Funky?
No.
You got dropped on your head one too many times.
Funk,
Boom with a big neck breaker.
I got the funk. And see, that almost got him. But
you got something all right.
Yeah, I got the funk, baby. Hey. Don't fear the name, the fame, or the fury of pure funk, baby. That's all I'm saying. But, King Shane's using all these moves with them beautiful boots he's
got a camel clutch locked in here. This is somewhere where he's really missing the pile driver.
That's
After
right.
That great suplex.
That's what I'm
he
saying.
usually goes for that pile driver.
That's what I'm saying. He misses the ability to use that move because that's what he's used to, and he's won a lot of matches. He's made a lot of money with that pile driver. That's like I said, it's like saying, hey, you can't use a figure four, man. I've won a lot of matches. I've won a lot of belts. I've got a lot of acclaim. People talk about, me all over the nation. I got all these women getting divorced when I use the figure four. It's what happens, man.
How about it's more like Nolan Ryan not being able to throw that 109-mile-an-hour fastball?
Well, I think if he tried that
You're
today...
taking away somebody's primary weapon.
I think if he tried to do that today, his arm would fall off. But
the King, he's just lost it now. He's lost it. This is what we talked about earlier. He gets frustrated sometimes. He knows a closed fist is not the way to win a match. It's not the way to compete here in Great American Wrestling. Garza crawling over to the ropes. What's Shane going to do here?
Well, see, now he's using the ring as a weapon. This is that, like I was talking about with me in Baltimore.
He's choking him on the ropes. Come on, King, you're better than that. Oh.
Well, I'm telling you, he's getting frustrated in the fact that he doesn't have the ability to use his pile driver as a main move.
Now he's resorted to taking some cheap shots, using the ring as a weapon, using the ropes as a weapon there to the neck of Antonio Garza, the cuello of Antonio Garza. 1, 2, oh, Garza with the rope there. And Shane, it's going to just frustrate him some more here.
Well, that's the whole thing, man. He's using the ring as a weapon.
Here we go with the stomps.
He's using the ring as a weapon, and it's not. And now he's stomping him. This isn't. He's not going to be get a Boy Scout award badge for this, but he's trying to win a match, and he's at a disadvantage in a way.
And Garza, not afraid. He's ready to fire right back at the King. Oh, the King with those big shoulders right there into the ribs of Garza. Now, Funky, correct me if I'm wrong. I believe that when you're shoving those shoulders right into the turnbuckles, right into the ribs of a competitor, you're just forcing air out of that body, making it hard to get your wits about you, get your wind going.
Oh yeah, look at Garza's face. He's up there looking at him like, oh gosh, I can't even hardly breathe. He's coming back at me. That's exactly what you do. I do those all the time. Ooh, that was a slobber knocker there from Garza.
Right, Garza there, off the ropes there. Oh, big back body drop there from the King. Shane Williams onto Garza. Looking like Shemp there as he's 1, 2. Now, the King knows he's probably not going to win too many matches just by executing a back body drop. But, could you explain to us the philosophy behind going for multiple pin attempts even after a sort of a pedestrian move like that, although it was executed excellently?
Oh, that move hurts. I mean, that'll knock the wind out of you. And here's some close hand fists I think he's going for. But yeah,
it's hand throwing time right here on Great American Wrestling. Mark Green here with Funkmaster V. We're checking it out as the King Shane Williams is throwing those devastating lefts to the face of Antonio Garza. He's ready to compete. He's ready to throw some hands.
Well, you just asked me a question. I want to answer it. It's a good question. You do pins to win because you never know how. You might have really rung that guy's bell, You might have knocked him for a loop, and you may get a win. And then it's all about the money and moving up the ranks and all that stuff. Ooh, look at. Oh, wow.
Wow, what a hurricane rana. What about the idea that, when you're going for that pin, and here we go with some, a back elbow. That's a slobber knocker. Oh, and with that kick, he just kind of grazed him with that kick. Once again, Garza with a grazing Garza here.
Oh, he didn't graze him with that one.
No, he caught him square on with that, but he got him moving back towards the turnbuckle, moving him to his part of the ring where he wanted him to be to execute that big boot to the face. With the pin attempts, perhaps they're going for these, like the King has been going for a lot here, even off something like a back body drop, just for the idea that, that other guy that's Garza, while he's down, he's thinking, I got to kick out of this. And the King is thinking 2-3 moves ahead. He's planning the match, you might say.
Well, the King's feeling good now. He thinks he's in control. I guarantee he's going to go for a pile driver next, and he can't do it.
He almost always goes for that pile driver after the big fist drop.
And no Nick Simmons there is telling no. And look, here we go.
Oh, here we go. Okay. Both these gentlemen, it's just, it's moving so fast you can't even call it. 1, no, nothing to do with it. That's what the pin attempts were talking. Oh!
He hit it.
He got that knee that we talked about earlier. 1, 2,
and he got him.
3, he got him. He got the King Shane Williams. We talked about that devastating knee strike earlier, how we just grazed the King. Looks like he hit it that time, and he really rung the King's bell. Well, Garza coming in here, picking up his first win in his first appearance here on Great American Wrestling. The King falls to 0-2 after that, and he's got to be frustrated by that.
Well, if he had the ability to use the pile driver, he would have won. And he was sitting there talking, jabbering with the ref, and Garza was able to seize the opportunity. That's what you got to do. But like we said with Nina last week, when she won, these guys have strikers chances, and Garza's shooting up into the stratosphere, and we're going to see him on the mothership soon, I bet.
Oh, thank you all for joining us. That's all the time we've got for this week. I'm Mark Green for Funkmaster V. Have a great night.
Wrestling fans, do not miss out on the opportunity to take part in a live television taping of Great American Wrestling November 6th, located at the Fountainhead College of Technology at 3203 Tazewell Pike in Fountain City. The doors open at 7. The action starts at 8 p.m. Be there.
It's Funkmaster V. One more thing before we let you go this month is we had people last episode complaining because they thought we were going to sit around and talk about the episode afterwards. We do that before. We record this in advance, but there is a live chat that you can participate in as you watch the show. And I will always be around, and hopefully other fans and friends and foes and people that fear Great American Wrestling will be in the chat talking about it and talking about the ins and outs of the episode. You should be in the live chat if you want to talk about it. I'll answer any question. So what you need to do is like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notify button, and you will be notified when this show goes live, and you can participate in the live chat. Otherwise, you're just going to have to rewatch the show and hear what Luke and I have to blather about before the thing airs. So make sure you hit like, make sure you hit subscribe, and make sure you hit notify, and we will have more episodes of this train wreck coming down the pike in future months. Ding!